Hey, what's going on YouTube? The Bearded Baron here, bringing you guys another Phasmophobia video. In today's video, we're doing an educational breakdown, and Chad has decided that we're going to be going to Willow Street. So we put this on professional, and I'm going to be explaining things into a much greater detail, so that way it's easy for a new player to be able to follow along with, to understand how we find the ghost room, how we identify it, and do the secondary objectives, as well as escape during some hunts. So if you like this kind of video, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing as well. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, Benjamin Schillen, right? We need to escape during a hunt, motion sensor, and get an EMF read. Now, here's something to keep in mind out of the gate. So the name is Benjamin, meaning it's a male ghost. Okay, male ghosts cannot be crawlers. So if you get a male name, you'll know that it's not a crawler. So if you don't like that, if you don't like crawlers, the only kind of crawlers can be, and the only children types can be female or female. For my starting equipment, I was bringing a flashlight. I could substitute it out with something else. You could substitute it out with something else as you were getting, more and more familiar with the game. Right, you could go with like a video camera. I like to bring it in so that way you guys can see. I also go with an EMF and with a camera. The reason why the EMF is because the ghost, regardless of the ghost type, will give you some kind of EMF. Every ghost will. And the camera is so that way we can get these early on photos, right? We got the cursed object, which is the music box, and we got the bone already. So now what we're doing is we're listening for the ghost. Ashlyn the demon, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. So see, just like that, we have EMF activity. Because I heard the door, right? We heard the door move. Now, if I didn't hear the door move, what I would do is I would go around and shut all of the doors. I would shut all of the doors in the house. So that way when the ghost touched the door, then we would see like, oh, it touched this door. It's much easier to be able to find it that way.
I'm new
and
here.
you spend less time inside. Mateya04, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What does the music box do? So the music box will force the ghost to start singing. So it'll give away its location, as well as it will drain your sanity the closer you are to it. So what that means is that you don't want to be holding on to the music box. Right? Now the ghost is over here in this room. Let's go back around here. Right? So the ghost might be in this room. And I got freezing temps, so it looks like it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our equipment that we've got thus far. We're going to head over in here. Right? Now you can see the snow. So the snow throws off a lot of people when it comes to orbs. So the best thing you can do is just put this into a different spot. We're still checking for EMF 5. It does seem to be pretty active. Everything that it's doing. So we're going to try to come back. As long as we have as long as you got the EMF going off next to the object, right? Or EMF going off, you can get a photo of it. When the EMF stops, then you wouldn't be able to get a photo of it anymore. So now we're back out, right? So I'm going to head downstairs because we know that the power is downstairs because I know this map really well. You could also look at the map in the van. Would also tell you that. What's up, Turkey Man? How are you doing today? It's twins? You think it's twins? Maybe. So the great thing about amateur, intermediate, professional mode is that all the while we can sit here and we can I'm going to shut the door. We're going to turn on some of these lights as we're heading out. But you can actually rule out evidence. Right? On nightmare mode, insanity mode, no evidence runs. You can't rule out any kind of evidence because the ghost can hide that evidence. So as of right now, I can rule out fingerprints, and we have freezing temps. So already we're down to 7 ghosts left. Just by that. Now I'm going to double check just to make sure that we don't that we're not running into kind of an Obake situation, but I doubt it. Evan Jack, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. But yeah, I just want to check, make sure. So we're going to bring back in our stuff as well. We got our camera set up. I'm going to show you a little trick as well that's very helpful. Thank you for the 2 months, Evan Jack. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to show you a little trick here that you can use. Helps you out, especially if you don't like going into the house, right? Or sitting in the house waiting for the ghost to do something. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here. We're going to put this like right here. Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Now you notice I'm not getting an X, right? I'm talking to it, but I'm not getting an X out of it. So what I'm going to do is I actually hit my Windows key twice. Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? So anytime that you're not getting a response out of that, it would be a good thing to have. Also, fingerprints can be picked up on the keyboard if it touches on the keyboard like that. So we can double, we can double check. I don't think that we've got spirit box either. So we're down to 4 ghosts. So we're gonna throw this out. You count that as a TV. That's not turning on the TV, unfortunately. Hello there, the Ivory Angel. How are you doing today? So, now this is a great time for me to check on my sanity, right? We're sitting at 70, 77, 73% sanity. Most ghosts are not going to hunt you unless you start dropping below 50%. There are a few exceptions to that, but we don't really have to worry about that with this time around. So, because we got all the stuff in there, now if you notice, right, if we take a look right here, that's where I put the book. Right? And I did that for a reason. So that way you guys can actually see this. Right? So you could see for dots, we could see for orbs, and you could also see for the ghost writing. So you must get an X for you to get spirit box? No. So what the X means, if we stand out here like this, where are you? So when you get an X, that means that the game recognized that you said something and there was no response. If you don't get an X, that means that the game was like, I didn't hear anything. So the game's not registering that you had anything, essentially. How do you know the ghost is actually being seen in the dots? You'll see what looks like the ghost. It's a silhouette of the ghost running through the field. Kind of thing. It's very noticeable. It's quick, but it's very noticeable if you're taking a look at it. But what I like to do is go in, we'll drop down some stuff, right? We'll take a look. Now see here, right? We got ghost writing. Perfect. So I can get a photo of that. So we got a photo of the ghost writing. Now if I was fast enough, which I should be able to be, you can also get an interaction photo. So you can get 2 photos if you act fast enough with it. So we got ghost writing. So it's either a revenant or a shade. Odds are this is not working out very well for me for it to not be a shade. So we might actually go against a revenant here. Right? So we need ghost orbs. Ghost orbs or EMF 5. What are we looking at? Okay. So because based off of what we have and what we don't have, right, I can turn on this for a second. We can play it. Well, let's play this on the safe side first. So that's a hiss event. Hiss events mean when you get an air ball like that, it's not an Oni. Onis are the only ghosts that cannot do that. What's up, Goldfish Gamer? How are you doing today? Kazukai coming in here with a raid. Hello there, Kazukai. How are you doing today? I'm not getting any EMF 5s. I don't know. How was your stream? Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, everybody. We were just doing an educational round real quick. The parents would place with the family. Nice, Goldfish. So now because we know, I'm going to show you guys what it's like for it to, to hunt after you. Now, holding down F The default is F on your keyboard, right? But holding down F, you can see this like little circle go around the building or around the room. That is like the area of effect for the crucifix, right? So that should be very helpful for you guys to be able to place it. How's the stream going? The stream's going great. Absolutely enjoying myself. Oh, show. All right. I'm going to check here. Now, one big thing that we're going to be able to do is that we'd actually be able to tell during a hunt if whether or not that this is a revenant or it is a shade. Now, shades are very shy ghosts. They don't like it when you're inside the room with it. They don't like any, they don't like people. So they're much more active when nobody's nearby, right? But you also have to have much lower of a threshold in order to be hunted by a shade. Shades don't like to be, your sanity could probably drop down to about 35%, I think, for a shade to want to hunt you. You touched a door? What'd you touch? Did you touch over here? I heard the door. Nope, I heard the wrong door. Okay, perfect. I'm loving that. I did miss that photo. Wow. You definitely threw that, okay. For the merge bingo, it's going to be whoever is the first person who gets it. After that, then we'll do it the same way we always have. How did you go about breaking down this game? I mean, like, just playing it a lot. I'm still not seeing any EMF 5 here. All of what the ghost is doing is happening on the total activity board, right? So a lot of people don't know how the total activity board is broken down, so allow me to help you, right? So anytime you see an EMF 2, right, when it jumps up by 2, that means that the ghost touched something. Tapped on a window, it touched a door, something like that. When you see a jump of 3, that we see right here, that means that the ghost threw an object, right? So now a lot of times it can throw an object and touch a door almost at the same time, so then it gets read, that way because it's broken up in about 5-second increments. But that's generally speaking. EMF 2 will look like that. EMF 3, it means that it threw an object. EMF 2 means that it touched something. EMF 4 means that it's a ghost event, right? And EMF 5 is an EMF 5. You'll see a jump, 0 to 5, 1 to 6, 2 to 7. You can also see EMF 5 on the total activity board if you see a jump of 4 or 5, because the EMF reader, when you look at the EMF reader, it starts off here. 0 is on a 1. So it could go up by 4 or by 5. If nobody's in the house and there's no ghost event that's happening, then it's likely you're dealing with an EMF 5 ghost. Right now, because if this was a shade, we would be seeing a lot more activity, which we're not. Rad CDRS, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. So here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to drop my flashlight. We're going to take this. I'm going to show you a little trick here that you can do with the music box. This is for a more advanced player. Not to toot my own horn here, but this is definitely not something that I would say that I would advise for a newer player. But it is something that you can do with the music box, right? But it can end catastrophically if you do it wrong. So odds are, because now I said that, you're probably gonna die. Oh, actually, I think it is a shade. Really? Where's my sanity at? Only play Phasmophobia with members on Thursday or other games as well. We do other stuff as well, but it's Phasmophobia. Well, it definitely doesn't seem like it's a revenant. Zombies ate my channel. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. Right? So a revenant... The identifier for a revenant is that it moves very slow when it doesn't have a line of sight on you, and then moves very fast when it does have line of sight. See, that's still... So if we rule out that, right, we still didn't get a spirit box. So it'd either be a demon or a shade at this point, even with what we just have. Right? But I didn't see any fingerprints. Be a very passive demon if it was. That's for sure. All right. So let's try this again, right? Chow down on Korean barbecue. Let's go. Hello there, lions. How are you doing today? Okay. We're going to turn back on the power. I'm going to show you guys this little thing. So, yeah, most of the time they do. That's why I'm thrown off by it. But I have not seen... any kind of fingerprints at all. Right? And a Moroi, we haven't gotten any spirit box. So, I mean, if we got spirit box, it would be a Moroi. And then a Moroi would be going... My sanity would be tanking, though, if it was a Moroi, because I'd be cursed. So my guess is that it's a shade. This is really weird. Really, really weird for that. All right. So, what we're going to do, we're going to pick this up. We're going to pick up the music box here. Now, if you chuck the music box while it's playing and it hits the ground, it will cause the ghost to hunt. Right? So you can get an immediate hunt out of that if that's what you want. The other thing that you can do is if you get too close to the ghost with the music box, or if the ghost is too close, the ghost will manifest, and then when it gets close enough to the music box, then it will hunt. What we are going to do here is we're going to cheese out a photo for our ghost photo using the music box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the music box, and I'm going to start moving closer and closer and closer to where we know the ghost is at, for it to try to hunt. So now apparently it's downstairs. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What's up, bitter candies? Mimic? I mean, not with the ghost writing. Let me freeze it then. Sir? Ghost is drunk. Definitely seems like that. But now it's moved downstairs, which is weird. That is a sir. It's definitely a sir. What's the hell? It touched some doors. Definitely touched some doors. I don't know what doors it touched. But at this point in time, right? Be getting something here. Okay, so likely, like I said, not a demon, right? For no fingerprints. So it's either a Moroi or it's a shade. One of the two. Okay, so let's find this real quick. It's Mobro. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. And a real ghosty. Thank you for that follow as well. Welcome in. Boo. Ha. What the hell? All right. So I'm gonna chuck that. This is way more dangerous now too. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go down here. I'm just gonna eat it. There's got to be a Moroi. There's got to be a Moroi. Shade would not be doing this, I don't think. Does that make any sense?
Don't die.
I'm gonna try not to. Nate'sicle, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Okay, definitely touch that door. Right. So we're gonna smudge through it. I could take a photo during the hunts too, but this one is gonna be a little bit easier in order to be able to get that photo. All right. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, I was about to say, like, we'll eat a pill here. I mean, we're at 35% sanity. I don't think that it's a... I think it probably is a Moroi at this point. All right, let's eat a pill. That'll put us up above the threshold. We're going to try to get... I'm going to try to get Spirit Box down here. Maybe we didn't get it. Thought I could call it bluff. That since shades can apparently hunt you if you're in their room. No, they can hunt you. They're just... The threshold for them to hunt is much lower. It's at like 35%. And this one is hunting way more frequently than what you would expect for a shade to be doing as well. Where are you? Oh, okay. I hate you. All right. What is up with this? Right? All right, so we do have spirit box. So it is a Moroi. Now Morois, what their thing is that Morois will actually, when they, I'll show you this, right? So Morois will move, when you talk to a spirit box to a Moroi, you'll start draining your sanity very, very fast. Which means that they get faster, the less sanity you have, the faster they become. What's up, Shadows? Right? So I don't have a lot of time here, but we're going to do this thing with the music box. Okay, we're going to move it close. All right, we got our photo. We're going to smudge through it. We're going to run. Hope it doesn't catch up. He's right behind me. Oh my god. Run. Perfect. Just like that. Ghost photo. Hello there, Mockingbird. How are you doing? Hello there, universe. It's not my birthday. Shadows. See how the light's still on? Means it's still hunting. You gotta wait for the light to go off. Smudging through the ghost gives you a window of invulnerability for 6 seconds, and it blinds the ghost for 6 seconds. Although sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it feels like the ghost is just right behind me, following me the entire time. But it gives you 6 seconds, right? Morois, it will give you 12 seconds of time. They're blinded by smudge sticks for twice as long. So if you have a ghost, if you smudge it and it doesn't come back after you, see how my sanity's already at 22%? Whereas before it was taking forever and we were at 35, then we put it back up to 60, right? Last thing that we need over here is a motion sensor. Now, I'm going to let my sanity drop down to 0 so that way you can hear the speed of the Moroi. Ghostface 896, thank you for that follow as well. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. Yeah, hunts will conclude with the lights. If you don't have the power on to be able to tell that, then what you can do is just being able to flip on and off a light switch will also confirm that. If you cannot flip on and off a light switch, then the hunt is still going. Super frame when the ghost is right behind me. Yup. Got a sincere question. How do I help to get a 3-star pick on the summoning circle? Crouch down above it. You got to crouch. Like you're not wanting to get the whole circle. Just crouch down on top of it, take a photo, you'll get a 3-star photo. It's a little bit wonky. For sure. Breaks visual contacts. I thought it just makes them run away from you. Yeah, it breaks visual. See how much faster it's moving? Now, you'll notice I put the motion sensor there in the doorway because I know that the ghost is going to come up here because it's going to want to touch my booty hole. Right? Hey, Ghosty! Woo! See how much faster he's moving now? It's because my sanity is at pretty much at 0 at this point. Right? But we were able to get that motion sensor. What's my favorite tarot card? The one that doesn't kill me. Right? Those suck. I have such bad luck with tarot cards. Like, I die so frequently to tarot cards, it seems. All right. So again, right? We don't know if the hunt stopped or not. Turn on and off the light. So there you go. So that's how to identify the ghost, find the ghost room quickly, plus being able to escape the ghost. You're a living, breathing encyclopedia Phasmo. Yo, what's up? Thank you, it's Mo, bro. I appreciate that. All right. Uh-oh. 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 Where's he at? Come here, buddy.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Come here, buddy. No? You don't want to give Daddy a hug? Come here. What are you doing? He's hiding behind